Hi, my name is Henry and this is my story. Growing up from a young age, about 14, I became involved in the drug and alcohol scene, and it didn't take long before my life became a complete and utter mess. In 2018, my mum was diagnosed with breast cancer, and at that time I was really probably at the peak of my addiction, and I didn't have the time that I would have spent now with mum to support her, simply just because the addiction came first. It was more important, and that hurts me to say that, but that's the way it was, and there's sort of things that addiction can take away from you. I definitely hit my rock bottom, especially when I lost a romantic relationship that I thought was great for me, and in hindsight I now see that it probably wasn't. And that just led me to feeling like I had no hope in life, and I was really looking for something that would take me to the other side. And I saw people around me at work, on the street, that seemed to be full of life, and I just didn't have that. I found myself at Calvary on the recommendation of my caseworkers at the Salvation Army Townsville Recovery Services. So the moment I said yes to Jesus was on, I think, the 27th of January 2019, and it was at a service here in Townsville at Calvary, and Pastor Craig Hannay was giving a sermon about pain barriers. And I just felt like that sermon was just for me, because I'd just begun a journey of recovery, and I'd already faced a couple of barriers that really didn't feel like I could get through. But when I heard those words that he had to say, I was really inspired and felt like that if I just pushed through, I could be stronger, and it would help me to help someone else down the line. When the altar call time came, I couldn't help but say yes to Jesus right then and there. And I just wanted to give myself over, because I was sick of living life on my terms. And I said that little prayer, and I felt something come over me. I had goosebumps, and I just felt like everything was going to be okay. In rehab, working through the steps, at first just admitting my powerlessness over my addiction, and then sort of coming to believe that a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity. And after making that decision to follow Jesus, I was putting him into all of those steps, and I knew from that moment I said yes to him that he could definitely restore me to sanity. And now I just feel that God's just guiding me even more, even past rehab now. It's like that was really just the beginning, and even now is still the beginning. Like, God has got so much work he wants to do in my life. So I think the biggest change in my life is clarity. I just have this sense of direction that I'd never had before, and I don't attribute that to just being off drugs. I think there's something, God bigger than me, he's speaking into me about what I should do, or grace being getting something that you don't deserve. I think that just is all over my life. Being able to be received into a community of people that aren't too fussed about who I used to be, just who I am now, through Jesus and the grace he's given to me as well. He's accepted me into his family despite all the things that I've done, the people I've harmed, everyone I've met, everything I've learnt, all things that I don't necessarily deserve at all, but they have just been gifted to me for free, and it's changed my life. He's my redeemer. Because of him, I'm sitting here right now. Because of him, I don't have an addiction anymore. Because of him, I've seen relationships healed. Absolutely, I've been made new in Jesus.